All right, it's time for our weekly financial forecast. It's our second in this new series that we're doing on Tuesdays to help you feel confident in your financial future. We're joined by Tim Fitzwilliams, once again, the founder and CEO of Fitzwilliams Financial. Now, 2026, we're here. We did it.
We definitely are here.
We're in our second full week. Let's talk financial plans for the new year.
Yeah, sure.
So we got a 2024 study. Charles Schwab shows only 36% of people have a written financial plan. Now, can you elaborate? That seems like a small number to me.
Right. It's kind of shocking, right?
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of people think that different financial investments are financial plans, but the reality of it is that's not true. Just because you have a stock portfolio or just because you have any other types of financial investments like a 401k or an IRA, that doesn't mean you necessarily have a financial plan. Yeah. In fact, even if you have a financial advisor, it doesn't always mean that you have a financial plan. Yeah. And lastly, even for folks that are retired, if you have a pension, that doesn't even mean that you have a financial plan. There's a distinct difference between having financial investments and a financial plan.
Right. Now, how do you know when you have a financial plan?
When you have a financial plan, you're going to look at it kind of like an orchestra, right? When you walk into an orchestra practicing, it sounds all wild and crazy if you've ever done that. But then it takes that conductor to put all those pieces. So you have all those financial elements, all those financial investments, and then you have the financial planner looking at all of them and how they interact to create the outcome that you want to try to have in your retirement.
Okay, very
That's
good.
when you know you actually have a plan, when you can see all these elements working together.
Yeah, see, that's what we don't, a little bit of music, a little bit of money, the cross promotion there. Now, it's obviously a new year. A lot of people see that as a fresh start. That fresh start may come with a brand new budget, right? Now, how can people who want to make that new budget work it so that they don't end up in debt as they kind of make some new expenditures and some new purchases?
Sure, absolutely, Connor. I think that's one of the most important things in people's lives is making sure you have a good budget and understanding what accounts you should have. So first, you should always start with an emergency account. That's about 3 to 6 months depending on your income, but you want to have that comfortable cushion. Then second, you want to make sure you have a retirement account. You're putting away in your 401k, you have something that you're putting away for your future that's going to help us build that financial plan. And then from there, you're going to have your monthly operating account. What does it take for me to live monthly? What are my bills, my groceries, my real estate that I have, my home, my car, any types of normal purchases that you're going to have, right? And then lastly, your fun account. What is that? That's our discretionary money, right? That's where we're saying, okay, this is the money I have left over, so then I can just spend that and not worry about it. It's not going to affect my lifestyle.
Okay.
So these are the 4 accounts you want to have.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that kind of leads into my next question, which is maybe this year you want to make a big new purchase, a car, a renovation of the house, something like that. How do you know when you're ready for that big purchase? What are the signs?
Absolutely. So one of the things I like to look at is kind of the previous question of having the different accounts. So if you have a fun account, and let's say you have a purchase and you know it's going to cost you an extra $500 a month. Well, in that month, if you were to look at your fun account and subtract that amount, and then see that you weren't too tight or you didn't feel like you needed to go to a credit card, then you know that you could afford that $500 purchase that you want to make on a monthly basis before you get into a contract and you're locked in and you really can't get out. Okay. So I like to use the fun account to determine how much discretionary money you can spend without worrying about it.
Makes sense. Great advice. We will see you next Tuesday, Tim. That financial forecast airs every Tuesday on our 4 p.m. news. If you have questions you want answered, email us at financialforecast@13newsnow.com.